There's a quiet determination to not let the condition define you, to live a full and meaningful life. It's a process of learning to advocate for yourself, to seek out the support and information you need. There's a feeling of being on a roller coaster, with ups and downs, good days and bad. It's a reminder that healing's not linear, that setbacks are a part of the journey. You learn to appreciate the moments of clarity, the days when you feel a little more in control. There's a sense of community, a connection with others who understand what you're going through. It's a journey of learning to find beauty in the imperfections, in the unique story your skin tells. You realize how much your self-talk matters, how important it is to cultivate a kind and supportive inner voice. There's a constant search for understanding, for answers that may not always be readily available. It's about finding ways to manage the emotional impact, to protect your mental well-being. You learn to prioritize self-care, to create a routine that supports your physical and emotional needs. There's a feeling of hope, a belief that things will improve, even if it takes time. It's a reminder that you are more than your skin, that your worth is not defined by your appearance. You discover a deeper connection with your body, a greater understanding of its needs and signals. There is a daily practice of finding grace and learning to live fully, regardless of the current state of your skin. It's a daily practice of cultivating inner peace, even when the outer world feels chaotic. You become intimately familiar with the language of your body, the subtle cues it sends. There's a quiet strength in acknowledging the limitations and finding ways to work within them. It's about learning to navigate the world with a heightened awareness, a sensitivity to triggers. You discover a deeper appreciation for the simple things, the moments of comfort and ease. There's a feeling of constantly adapting, of finding new ways to cope with changing circumstances. It's a process of redefining what it means to feel good, to find joy in the midst of challenges. You learn to be your own advocate, to seek out the information and support you need. There's a realization that healing is not just physical, but emotional and mental as well. It's a journey of learning to trust your intuition, to listen to the whispers of your inner voice. You find yourself becoming more patient, more understanding of the body's natural rhythms. There's a constant effort to balance the desire for control with the acceptance of uncertainty. It's about finding ways to nurture your spirit, to cultivate a sense of inner resilience. You begin to understand the importance of self-preservation, of setting boundaries and protecting your energy. There's a feeling of being on a personal quest, a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's a process of learning to let go of the shoulds and embrace the is. You discover a deeper connection with your emotions, a greater understanding of how they impact your physical well-being. There's a quiet determination to find your own path, to create a life that supports your needs. It's about finding ways to celebrate your strengths, to focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. You learn to find beauty in the unexpected, to appreciate the unique qualities that make you who you are. There's a feeling of being a warrior, facing each day with courage and determination. It's a process of learning to trust the process, to believe that things will unfold as they should. You realize how much your mindset matters, how important it is to cultivate a positive outlook. There's a constant effort to find balance, to create a life that feels sustainable and fulfilling. It's about finding ways to connect with your inner self, to cultivate a sense of peace and tranquility. You learn to find moments of joy, even in the midst of challenging circumstances. There's a feeling of being on a journey of self-acceptance, of embracing all aspects of yourself. It's a process of learning to let go of judgment, both your own and that of others. You discover a deeper appreciation for the power of self-care, of nurturing your body and soul. There's a quiet strength in acknowledging your vulnerabilities, in embracing your humanity. It's about finding ways to create a life that feels authentic, that aligns with your values and beliefs. You learn to find moments of stillness, to cultivate a sense of inner calm. There's a feeling of being on a path of self-discovery, of learning who you truly are. It's a process of learning to trust your own instincts, to follow your own inner guidance. You realize how much your thoughts impact your physical well-being, how important it is to cultivate a positive mindset. It's a strange kind of invisible battle, isn't it? People see the surface, but they don't see the constant negotiation happening underneath. Some days, it's like wearing an extra layer of sensitivity, feeling every little breeze, every touch magnified. The mirror becomes a daily landscape, and sometimes it's a landscape you don't recognize or don't want to. There's this quiet weariness that comes from constantly managing something that's supposed to be automatic, like your own skin. It's a journey of learning to separate your worth from what you see in the reflection, a slow and sometimes painful process. You realize how much of your day is spent thinking about something you never chose, something you just have to navigate. There's a constant dialogue between acceptance and frustration, a push and pull that never really stops. It's like carrying a secret weight, a burden that others can't see, but you feel every moment. You begin to understand the power of gentle routines, of small acts of self-care that become vital lifelines. There's a vulnerability in knowing that something so visible is also so beyond your control. It's a lesson in patience, a masterclass in learning to ride the waves of good days and challenging ones. You find yourself becoming an expert in your own body, a detective piecing together clues to understand what it needs. There's a longing for normalcy, for a day where you don't have to think about it, even for a few hours. It's a reminder that beauty is so much more than skin deep, but sometimes it's hard to remember that truth. You discover a strength you didn't know you had, a resilience built from facing daily challenges. There's a constant negotiation with comfort, finding ways to adapt and make the best of each moment. It's a journey of self-discovery, of learning to listen to your body and honor its needs. You learn to appreciate the small victories, the days when things feel a little easier, a little calmer. There's a quiet strength in acknowledging the struggle, in not pretending that everything is always okay. It's a process of finding peace in the imperfections, of learning to love the skin you're in, even on the difficult days. The search for solutions becomes a constant quest, a journey of trying and learning, and sometimes failing. You begin to understand the importance of empathy, not just for others, but for yourself. There's a feeling of being misunderstood, of wanting to explain, but not knowing how to put it into words. It's a reminder that everyone is fighting their own battles, even if you can't see them. You learn to redefine what normal means, to create your own version of what healthy looks like. There's a quiet hope that things will get better, a belief in the body's ability to heal and adapt. It's a lesson in the power of self-acceptance, in embracing the present moment, even when it's challenging. You find yourself becoming more mindful, more aware of the subtle shifts in your body and your emotions. There's a constant search for balance between managing the physical symptoms and maintaining your mental well-being. It's a journey of learning to be kind to yourself, to offer compassion and understanding in moments of frustration. You realize how much your skin affects your confidence and how important it is to rebuild that confidence from within. There's a frustration with the unpredictability, the feeling that you're never quite sure what each day will bring. It's a process of learning to let go of control, to accept that some things are beyond your power. You find a deeper appreciation for the moments when your skin feels calm, when you can breathe a little easier. There's a silent dialogue with your body, learning to interpret its signals understanding its language. It's about finding small moments of joy, of focusing on what you can control rather than dwelling on what you can't. There's a feeling of isolation, a sense that no one truly understands what you're going through. It's a reminder that vulnerability is not weakness, but a strength, a testament to your resilience. You learn to celebrate the small victories, the days when you feel a little more like yourself. There's a journey of finding a new normal, a way to live with the condition rather than against it. It's a process of learning to trust your body, to believe in its ability to heal and adapt. You realize how much mental energy is spent on managing the condition and how important it is to find ways to conserve that energy. There's a constant negotiation with expectations, both your own and those of others. It's a lesson in the power of self-compassion, in treating yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. You find yourself becoming more resourceful, more creative in finding ways to manage the condition.